Welcome to the Hoof GP and a cow with an extremely sore back left foot that becomes very obvious after the very first swipe of the grinder. So as I said in the intro, this cow does have a very sore back left foot, and once we get our foot into the air, give it a little dust off with our fingers and start at it with the grinder, it becomes very obvious what the problem is. I say very obvious, but I mean very obvious to me and hopefully to a lot of you guys watching. This little black mark here towards her toe on the outer claw is the problem, and it probably leads to an abscess. Once I've balanced everything up and corrected the length of the toe and done a little bit of modelling out, I'm able to get going with the knife, and it's not long before we strike gold. I actually thought this would be a highly pressurised abscess, but luckily for the cow, it's not. I'm surprised because she is in a massive amount of pain, and usually when that happens, these abscesses are under a huge amount of pressure, and that is what is causing the pain. However, it is filled with fluid, and we need to strip away these layers of outer hoof horn to allow that fluid to escape. But in this cow's case, that's more of a task than it first seems.
Where you wanna go? I am all about adventure times. Another drink and I'll go anywhere. The way you smile, like a flash in the universe. You are illuminating. I don't really care about the people in the bar line. I don't really mind all the woo girls doing stage dives. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh, baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me.
This cavity clearly stretches up the entire length of the sole and actually bursts out at the heel once we remove a couple of the top layers from it. You can see it bubbling here, letting us know that we do indeed need to remove all of the hoof horn you can see right now on the base of this cow's foot.
Even if I told you I could never let you go, I am not so sure you believe me. But if I mean to show you, I will never let you go. No, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh, baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me. Everything makes total sense. When you're next to, when you're next to, when you're next to me.
The reality of trimming cows' feet like this is that it takes time, it takes patience, and it takes effort. And then in all reality, halfway through, it usually looks absolutely terrible, just like this trim does. But we're removing the overburdening hoof horn, and therefore the point of pressure that was holding the abscess site within its core. This hasn't been an over-dramatical hoof trim. We haven't made an absolutely unbelievable find. But make no mistake about it, for this cow, this will be a very dramatic change.
Campbell's clearly wanting the video, so we might as well put him in it. Give us a wave, Campbell.
Hi.
Tell him to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Please.
Subscribe, please.
So we're just about finished here. We've managed to remove a huge amount of hoof horn from this cow's foot, and this is clearly where the problem has emanated from. This point here, which we call zone 2 on a cow's foot, towards the toe and outer portion of the cow's wall horn. A problem like this happens from a cow bashing herself on something, and then that abscess, which is called a sterile abscess, tracks its way up under the solar hoof horn of the cow's foot, resulting in a massive amount of pain. We're dousing her entire hoof here with iodine to try to dehydrate the outer layers of hoof horn, but we're going the extra mile with this cow. We don't usually use magical paste because a lot of the time digital dermatitis is present and we want something stronger like salicylic acid. But you can see Kev here wrapping her foot with this biodegradable bandage so that we definitely dehydrate these outer layers of hoof horn and get her back fully on the road to recovery. And with that, we drop her foot and she is good to go, just like you guys. Thanks for watching The Hoof GP. Cheers! If you want one of those cups, you can get it from thehoofgp.com. Shameless plug.